about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Flush to his right. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And now they'll throw with Allen. And this one's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lance looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Lance. Dancing to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. That's taken inside his own 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Steps away. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And all the way down to the 12. A big play here for Buffalo. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Allen flushed out right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will extend their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And Lance is throwing to the hands of Pitts here. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 15, and he's out right at the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blessout Austin. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Dolphins, So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Allen. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marquez Valdez-Scantling there to make the grab. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. The extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Dolphins, nothing. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Cook now off the read option. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And complete right side to Cook. Touchdown, Bills. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills add on. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
The point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
It's a big play there for Miami.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Again, it's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Traquan Smith there to make the grab. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there just before halftime.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Dolphins 7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Rolling to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2nd and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Target. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Throwing now is Allen. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is...
Oh, he fakes a spike. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, you don't... I want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes his catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Allen now on first down. Forced out to his left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Dolphins 15.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
On first down, Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Dolphins 15.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Lance looks to throw again. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and through, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some.
And now here is another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
56.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. On play action, Lance. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be over. Blitz coming, and down he goes. One final try now for Lance, and that one almost intercepted. Could have been his third pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a third down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to